Now it's time for today's Casa Calendar Update, where we let you know what's going on. And today we're talking all about a mouth-watering documentary. It's called For the Love of Meat, and it's all about the who, the how, and the why of Texas barbecue. Now, you can catch it for one night only at the Violet Crown Cinema in Santa Fe tonight at 7 p.m. And joining us now is the producer of the documentary, Jeff Jones. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
This is my kind of documentary. So it's called For the Love of Meat. Tell us, what is it about?
It's about kind of the who and the why of barbecue in Central Texas. Okay. We focused on the three big pitmasters there, award winners, Aaron Franklin, who's like world famous, and it talks both about kind of why they do it and then the process, the wood, the meat, the fire, the pits, all of that stuff.
Because there are so many different ways to do barbecue.
Right. I mean, across the country, there's North Carolina and Kansas City. Texas is really specific in a way where Texas is all about brisket. Brisket is the king in Texas, and that's how I always judge a barbecue place. So if you do a good brisket, then everything else is probably good. But they do it no sauce usually. It's like a salt and pepper rub. They have sauce on the tables, but old school Texans, they just get saltine cracker, a little bit of brisket, a pickle, an onion, no sauce, and that's how they eat it.
That's how you know it's good. If you don't have to put sauce on it, then it's good. So is that kind of what defines Central Texas barbecue? Yeah,
that and the two types of way that it's cooked. There's the direct and indirect smoking methods, where one of them where you have a little firebox off to one side and the smoke comes in and comes up and cooks it, and another one where they put the coals right underneath the meat and the fat drips down and creates smoke and shoots back up.
I'm getting so hungry just sitting here talking. Okay, so what sparked this idea of talking about this?
Well, I mean, the idea was for guys who do this kind of work sitting around being like, it'd be really great to cruise around Texas and taste all this awesome barbecue and talk to these people. Okay. But also it's because in Texas, barbecue it's like a religion. I mean, people get up real early. Every time Texas Monthly puts out their top 50 list, there are people that organize bus trips around the state just to go do that and mark it off the list. I mean, it's a big deal. Absolutely.
Now you're focusing on three main characters, sort of?
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about them.
So we've got Aaron Franklin, and Aaron Franklin runs Franklin Barbecue. President Obama ate there recently. Wow. There was a news story about how Kanye West tried to cut in line.
And he said no?
And he said no, get to the back of the line.
That's awesome.
And so he's phenomenal. And we talked to Aaron back when he was just started. He opened a little trailer next to the freeway. Okay. And he was, we're talking to him, and he's like, I hope this works out. And now he's world famous. Okay. We talked to Tootsie Tominetz, who runs Snow's Barbecue in Lexington, and when we filmed her, she was 74 years old. One of the few female pitmasters out there. And every morning, every Saturday, she's up at 3 a.m. shoveling coals. And we have this video of her just grabbing these coals and walking down and throwing them in. And her brisket it was the best thing I'd ever had.
Wow.
And then we have Wayne Miller from Louis Miller Barbecue. And he's third generation barbecue kind of legend. His father,
so it's kind of passed down.
Yeah. Cool. So it's really, what we wanted to focus on a little bit was, here's the new guy, Aaron Franklin. Here's the kind of the return of this old woman who had been she would kill me for saying that. This woman who'd been away for a little while and came back, and then Wayne, who's this legacy, and his whole, after his father died, which was kind of a surprise, he was like, he says in our film, he says, I just hope to not screw anything up.
Yeah. You want to make Dad proud. Now, how can we get tickets to this?
So this is at the Violet Crown in Santa Fe. It's at 7 o'clock tonight. So you can get it on their website, or you can go to our website, which is fortheloveofmeat.com.
Okay.
But one night only, 7 o'clock. It's going to be great.
Now, is there food involved if you get your ticket?
Well, luckily, there is a restaurant on site, and so apparently it's fantastic. And then we have a special smoked beer special. Okay. That's available for people who are coming. So you can come and eat and drink, and it's right in the rail yard.
And of course, if you do drink, make sure you guys are drinking responsibly. Now, have you tried any barbecue here in New Mexico? You
know what? So you guys have some Texas outposts here. You got Rudy's here. You got County Line here. Yes. I was just reading about Marley's, this new Central Texas place. Okay. I think I just got in last night, so I think that's maybe this afternoon.
Okay, you'll have to let us know what you think, and you can do your next documentary on green and red chili here in New Mexico. All right, one last time, give us details on tonight.
Tonight is 7 o'clock, Violet Crown. You can get tickets at fortheloveofmeat.com or go to the Violet Crown Cinema's website.
Great. Well, we will have a link to their website on our website. Just head over to casa.com. And if you have an event that you want to share with the community, head to casa.com, click on the local events tab, and then click submit. It's